is good, yo? It's your boy Ty back here with another video. And I know this video was kind of highly requested, but yeah, last week was just a busy week in general, and I have to have some time and a lot of energy for this video. So in this video today, DBG is going to be ranking the top 100 best cards in NBA 2K21 MyTEAM. Now, it's kind of a side note, this was released last Monday, I do believe, so some of the newer cards, I think the last idol set as well as the Friday content drop, are not going to be in this video. So that's something to keep in kind of the back of your minds when looking at this. Now, obviously DBG is more of a next gen player, and I play more on current gen, so that's why I do this video, because sure, within this top 100, there's a lot of people we are going to disagree on. But shout out to DBG for coming up with this video and making this video just as my team content in general. Go subscribe to him if you haven't yet. If you are new to my channel and have not yet, please consider smashing the subscribe button as we are on the road to 70,000 subscribers. This is a super long video, but I'm excited about it. I haven't watched it yet, so I'm excited.
The number 40 on this list from a month ago doesn't make this list. That is how many good guys.
I mean, that's crazy. The game has changed so much in 1 month.
40
it has changed so much.
Is not on it.
It is changing something.
Absolutely crazy to think about.
I'll say this: if I see a bum like Troydan Petrovic on here,
there's been so many good players. A big reason for that is there's like 30 Spotlight Sim cards, but I only have like 3 of those Spotlight Sims in here. I'm pretty sure. Do I even have 2, 3? Like, I have so few Spotlight Sims. But anyway,
we'll tell a lot by this list by who's at number 100. It's just that simple.
And a surprising one. At number 100 is Troydan Petrovic.
I literally just got done talking about how I didn't even want to see him on this list, DBG. And you included it here because you felt bad.
The unlimited reward I have as the number 100 best player in the game.
This card stinks.
So, Troydan, he's got a 99 3-ball, 94 speed, 94 acceleration. Every single shooting badge Hall of Fame. Basically every defensive badge.
It just stinks.
Perfect dribble sigs. Pretty decent release. Why is he
6'5".
I mean,
he's not good on current gen. I mean,
at this stage of the game, his animations are just meh, and I mean, animations kind of rule.
Troydan stinks. I'm sorry, guys. He does.
It's a harsh truth, but animations do rule all.
And I'm grinding for him, so I mean, it's tough.
So for me, I gotta put Troydan Petrovic in here at number 100. Again,
I like that start though, DBG.
Are most of these guys like near perfect cards? Yes.
Troydan.
Yes, they are.
I mean, he's 6'5", so
I would consider to be near perfect cards. The problem is that there's over 100 near perfect cards in the game. So I'm
gonna be intrigued at where guys like Jonathan Isaac
number
are on this
99,
list.
we got John Wall. John Wall.
Okay.
I'm pretty sure.
I mean, okay, that's fine.
One of like
he's fine.
6'5"
he's not bad
players on this list.
John Wall is objectively not bad.
54 half, 7 goals. Guys got every key badge at 95 plus.
I don't even mind John Wall's release. I really don't. He's basically an invincible card, but yeah, he's 6'4". He's short.
That small.
His wingspan helps him.
It's not even that small. Like,
it's just John Wall, man.
He's again the only reason that he's in 99 on this list and not.
It's because he's small.
Not 20 spots higher is he's a little bit small. And you could argue, if you are a huge John Wall fan, you could argue definitely that John Wall should be top 60. But again, that's just kind of how
that's the only thing I'd suggest is if you are a John Wall fan, you can run the card. He's not unusable.
We have got Jalen Rose.
I can't really comment on this guy.
I know
I've
some people
never
don't.
used
I really
him.
like him.
Never used him.
So again, in every key Hall of Fame badge and gold badge.
I mean,
so he's getting base
he's
32
decently tall.
Very quick, and I really like base 32. That's like Trevor Ariza. That's like Rajon Rondo.
That base is good.
And
once we get a Jalen Rose
like
that can play point guard, I feel like that's what we're gonna talk.
He's got a good behind the back. He's also got a
Pro
really,
8 tween is nice.
Just all around dribble sigs.
I mean, if we ever get it, we're gonna get a better Jalen Rose eventually. And when that happens, watch out, guys. He's probably gonna be pretty good.
Go player left-handed. Then we've got right-handed Jalen Rose here, 1 spot above. Ooh. It is preference. You got a little bit more
like Trevor
Ariza. Not as great a mid-range shot, but a little bit better on defense for
I like
Ariza.
Trevor Ariza here.
And if you're looking at their releases and their dribble sigs, they are very, very similar. On current gen, I would say Ariza is a little bit better. I'm a huge fan of Ariza on current gen.
I just struggle greening shots with Ariza, and I don't know why. During my gameplay, I didn't,
Rose sold me badly in my all-time Bull squad builder. So Jalen Rose is in here at number 98. Or sorry, he's in number 97, Trevor Ariza, and Jalen Rose 98. And number 96, we got Pistol Pete.
Ew.
Again,
I'm
Pistol
sorry,
Pete
guys.
is top
I'm
50
sorry.
Easily if we're talking next gen.
Current
Pistol
gen wise,
Pete
he
is a
stinks.
fantastic player at that gen.
And it's like, even on next gen for the time we're in, I mean, Hall of Fame blinders it's nice, but
I wouldn't be the highest on him on current gen.
I just don't know.
He's got Ray Allen on quick, Pro 2, size of escape, Pro 6 behind the back.
He's fine.
He's got really
and I know there's a lot of
solid
Pistol
great
Pete fans
shooting,
watch this, so it's like
good
he's
enough height,
fine,
good
but
wingspan. He's best to play at the 2. I don't care what anyone
that's
says.
probably true.
Because of the way defense works in this game.
That's
Using a
probably
6'9" defender, point guard. And then
it's just like when
at
Ray
the 2,
Allen's
especially
available
next
for
gen.
his price.
He's still one of the best
like,
300s in the game, especially with Ray Allen base. Which
if you bought him,
I'm
I
gonna
guess.
say it right now. Ray Allen base on quick, because I used Ray Allen for a game. Ray Allen base on quick is easier to green than Ray Allen base on very quick.
It is easier
but
to green.
It's harder to get off because, well, it's quick.
It
It's
is.
very quick.
It's the truth.
But yeah, he's in here at number 96. And number 95, we have got Klay Thompson.
See, Clay's a guy I wouldn't know where to put Clay. I just wouldn't.
He's just going to catch and shoot. Simple as. He is a cone.
I would not know. I would not know where to put Clay. I just
call
wouldn't.
a cone a cone. You can't put a cone into your top 90 players.
I just don't
when there
love
are guys
his
that can do
release.
so much more
He's
than Clay.
fine.
Clay's
Amethyst card though for that time was good.
I don't know why. Like his stats are unbelievable. Every shooting badge except for blind.
I get what DBG is saying though about him feeling kind of
Great
clunky
dribble
though.
6, Pro 3 behind the back.
Even on current gen.
Everything about this card, he should be good. I should be looking at this card and think he's great. I don't like Clay base though.
Me neither.
I really don't.
Not for the time we're in.
Players,
the
whether
Amethyst
it's on
Clay
quick
had
or very quick.
a nice
I've
release
used
though.
Clay base a lot.
For his
I'm
time.
not a fan of it. So,
But no, I'm not either.
Clay is in here at number 94.
Amy Clay
number
will always
95.
have a special place
At
in my
number
heart,
94, we have got a combo of 2 players. We got Eddie Johnson and Eddie Jones.
Okay.
So if you guys don't know, these are basically the exact same card.
This is
And not
looking
only
good so
are
far,
they the
DBG.
exact same card
This is
in
looking
game,
good.
because they've got almost identical stats and badges. They have got almost identical names as well. So not only does Eddie Jones, do they share
Yeah, they're the
stats,
same
they basically
player.
share the same name. But Eddie Jones is the slightly better one because he's got a little bit more badges and has a bit longer wingspan. Although
If you
Eddie
like
Johnson
one, you're
has
gonna like
got
the other. And if you got Eddie, I think
height,
he's
just
free.
prefer
Wait,
Eddie
isn't
Jones.
Eddie
Usually, but
Johnson
they're
free?
basically the same card.
I think he is.
Eddie Johnson is free.
He's free. Yeah, that's what I thought.
Yeah, he's got basically perfect stats.
The
Again,
Diamond
he's
Eddie Jones
31
will
on
forever
very
live
quick
on.
as his
I love
release.
that card, but Eddie Jones in this stage,
He's
not quite sure
also
about that
got
anymore.
Pro 3 behind the back, Pro 2 escape, which again are really, really good. And his overall is a great, great card. Then at number 93, we got the best Curry for the 2nd year in a row in my team. We got Eddie freaking Curry, lads.
What?
Eddie freaking Curry, lads. He's still chicken, man. I don't care what anyone says. Base 38 on very quick is so chicken. Like, he's already been used in my all-time Bull Squad builder, and he balled out in that game. He's definitely...
I like Eddie Curry, but this is high.
Builder. Man, like, we got it.
He's got 44 total badges.
I know. I might make some of my, like,
Maybe-
disaster. I might make a disaster.
maybe this is right.
Knicks team. I get, like, Steve Francis, Stephon Marbury, Nate Robinson. If only David Lee was there. Channing Frye,
He
Eddie
said
Curry.
David Lee.
Man, we could make a squad of those Knicks teams. But Eddie Curry, 90 speed, 93 3 ball, good ball handle.
He's
Couple
fine.
Siegs leave a little bit to
Eddie
the
Curry's
fine.
fine.
And
He is chicken,
Man,
man,
he's
though.
so
Once
good.
we get a good Eddie Curry, a
92,
Dark Matter
we got
Galaxy
Kuzma.
up, he's going to be incredible.
now Warp
Kuzma
Reality, Kyle
stinks,
Kuzma.
man.
37
Shanghai
points.
Kuzma,
Again,
man.
he's basically like a
Like,
6'8" Kobe
dude
White.
stinks.
That's
I
6'9"
can't
Kobe White,
hype up
basically
Kyle
how he plays.
Kuzma when I can't stand him. He
Base 80, which is
stinks.
really, really good next gen. Great dunking. Almost all the defensive badges on Hall of Fame. And again, he's weak on current gen.
Very.
Like, that release is not it on current gen base 80. I really like him
I
on
would
next
never
gen,
use him on
but I
current
think
gen.
most people will say that it's not really it on current gen. So for that reason, he's down this
Just
low.
get
but I
Kuzma
mean,
off my screen,
if you're
DBG.
running with Kuzma on your team,
Just get
that's
him off
fine,
my
whatever.
screen. This
Whereas
dude stinks.
last year it was normally the case that a card.
Imagine
even
keeping
at the
him
end of the
over
year, a card
Brandon
that was around
Ingram.
90 on the list, you were going to struggle with. Whereas this year there are legit
Kyle
250
Kuzma,
usable
man.
cards in my team.
Unreal.
And there are legit. I gotta make 2 lists of this, and there are legitimately 250 usable cards in my team. So then we have got Galaxy Opal Jason Tatum.
Galaxy
I'm
Opal?
a big fan of this
Okay.
Tatum card.
He's better.
And
he is
I
indeed
actually
better
don't
than
think the Opal Tatum's going to
than
be.
Kuzma.
He's going to be worse, obviously. But he's not going to be significantly worse than the invincible Tatum, apart from the half showtime. Like all the shooting badges, like all the defensive badges, 90 plus, 95 plus.
It's not significant, but it's like
these guys release them very quick. He's got the Pro 4 behind him.
He's gonna feel
that's
the
not
same.
Like, look,
animation rise, it might be a little bit different.
And the dribble style going from slasher to quick. Pretty sure, does he have quick dribble style?
Oh yeah, he's gonna have
he
it.
has slasher as well. So like,
yeah, but on current gen that don't matter.
One's gonna be better, but I mean, look, this Tatum is fine. This Tatum's good. And if you like Tatum, this Tatum is more than good enough to be usable.
He is. He absolutely is.
Number 90, we got Kobe White.
Did Kobe White made this list?
I know
DBG?
I said that Ariza's just a taller Kobe White, but I mean Ariza is also a power forward. So not Ariza.
I don't like Kobe White here, guys. I don't.
94 3
This
ball,
dude is not a top
95
100 player in the game.
95
He's just
94
not.
lateral quickness.
85 driving dunk.
All the key badges.
He's not. I'm sorry. He's not a top. He's not a 100 player.
High for a point guard.
This is the first guy I
Or a
disagree with,
two-guard,
DBG.
and very
This is the
solid
first
next
guy I
gen.
disagree with.
Everyone talks about how good Jamal Murray is on next gen. I mean, he's like taller Jamal Murray, but he's.
I guess
also
if you're
better
next
than
gen,
Jamal
maybe,
Murray.
but current gen,
So,
this dude is unusable.
yeah, I
Trust
am
me. Do not use him on current gen.
Very high on this card right here, and I'm high enough to put him on my top 100.
I disagree, though.
I do think he's very, very solid.
Disagree.
And number 89 is a bit of a weird one, and some people have him not on their list, other people have him higher. I'm putting point guard Zion. I don't think he's bad, especially at the 2. I was running him for quite a while.
Here's my question, though. Is he better than a guy like Trevor Ariza? That's what you got to decide. Do I think he's better than Trevor Ariza?
On my 2 guard, and he was good.
Don't. He's fine.
He's got that wide.
He's better than
player
Kobe
build.
White on current
Look
gen,
at these
especially.
stats, like 95 in everything.
He's fine.
Yeah, his only problem is that he doesn't have a release on very quick.
Release on quick, and that's a big downfall.
That is literally the only problem. And my
his
Kobe
dribble
base on quick is
stinks aren't
fine.
great.
Don't care what anyone says. Like, yeah, having a release on very quick is nice.
Now that release
But,
on
like,
quick is not.
It's not the be all and end all for a player.
I don't love it.
It's the difference between, if there are 2 basically identical cards, it can be the difference between choosing between 2 of them. But I mean, it doesn't turn a really good card.
I just feel like
Zion's
Zion's
release
release
on
is
normal
slow.
timing, then it's a different story. It's like gold versus half quick draw last year. There were most cards were fine with gold quick draw last year.
But I just feel like with a point guard,
Almost
it makes a
every
big
card was
difference, right?
fine
Or
with
even a
gold
shooting
quick draw.
guard. It makes a pretty big difference when you're trying to get shots off in close quarters, man.
That is Zion Williamson in here at 80.
I like Zion more than
And
Kobe
number
White, though. I'll say
we
that.
got Joel Embiid. Joel Embiid's a good center.
Okay, this is the old Joel Embiid. Okay. This is fine. This is the old Joel Embiid. So remember, this list was made before the new Joel came out. So I was gonna say
badges, 87 speed. His ball.
I don't think
his ball
this
handles,
Embiid
that's
got
fine.
enough
Just,
respect.
Dribbling leaves a little bit to be desired. He's got half range though.
For the time he came out
A
in,
really good
he's
shooter.
good.
Defensively, he's fantastic as well. 7 foot with a long enough wingspan. Base 47, which is nice. Sometimes I struggle agreeing with it.
Now this release
Although,
is
one
so
of the good
chick,
things
man.
is he can side to side with Shifty with Pro 3 behind the back. So that is
And the
a
new
quite
Joel
big
Embiid we
thing.
got
This
is a
card-
top center in the
one of the
game.
most underrated cards in the game.
He just
Definitely, I'd
is.
probably
He's
even
a top
underrate
center in the
here.
game.
But Joel Embiid.
That even
absolutely.
Inferno card is
And I
solid.
didn't even in my Philadelphia 76ers squad builder, I barely use Joel Embiid. I am an absolutely massive fan of Joel Embiid. At number 87, we've got a guy who should be a little
Can Embiid get the job done? Anyways,
a little bit worse than Joel
this
Embiid,
I'm recording this right before Game 7, so hopefully Joel can
but
get the
I
job
prefer him
done.
and it's D-Rob.
You got a hoop today.
Still, I do not regret going for D-Rob. I do not.
I am
regret
so-
going for J or
So glad I
don't
did
regret
not
going
get
for
David
Vince, but I
Robinson.
do not regret.
I'm so glad I did not waste my time.
Took a lot of time, but I don't regret it.
His
But
card stinks.
Slash dribble
We
style,
are
not the
due
greatest.
for a new
Again,
David Robinson card.
Pro
We
3
are.
size of an escape. I mean, D-Rob has potential to be number 1 center in the game, by the way. You know how chicken D-Rob base is.
Not on current
Because
gen.
of his player build, because of his base.
Not on
and
current.
because
Well,
he's
I guess if he
245
comes
pounds.
before Kareem,
on
maybe.
next gen, he has the potential to be the
Next
best
gen,
center
absolutely.
in the
Current gen, I don't think so.
Like, of all the centers, like, him and Kareem, because both of those guys can do pro escapes, they do have the potential to be the 2 best centers in the game. Outside of Yao, obviously. But Yao...
When we get Yao,
Very late in the year.
oh my
D-Rob again,
gosh,
great
he's
overall
gonna-
stats. Only goal
Imagine
range.
Yao on current gen with like a GOAT Yao with all 99 stats.
For me, one of the best shooters.
Burst
in
into the rim.
I'm
Oh
putting
my
David
goodness.
Robinson.
Don't get me too
Here,
excited yet,
87.
DBG.
Number 86. Again, this is a guy that's gone like under the radar. It's Willis Reed.
Willis
Reed, like 87 3 well, 94 speed, 95 and everything that matters. Half range extender, all the half defensive badges.
Okay.
You play him a power forward. Dude's got base 22.
Whoa, wait.
lefty
Oh, he's an exchange reward. That's
base
why.
22.
That's why. It's because
Pro
it's
2
because he's
escape.
an exchange reward. But
quality.
Willis
He
Reed
looks
is
like
good. He's good.
Basically a dark matter Jimmy Butler, except he plays power forward.
Willis Reed is
and
good.
He's taller, like
He absolutely is. He's just
nice.
an exchange reward, so I would
a
never
really nice
get
card.
him.
Yeah, he's a little bit lower than Jimmy because the power forward position is kind of dominated by the Bulls of the world.
But Willis Reed is good. Wait. Is Bob McAdoo not on this
Bill
list,
Russell,
DBG?
Bull, Kristaps. That's the. They're the people
Please
that
tell me Bob
dominate that power
McAdoo
forward
just
position.
didn't get left
Or
off this list.
occasionally Wiseman. But if it wasn't
Willis
for that,
Reed's
he'd be
better
there.
than
He'd
Bob,
be
so
quite
I
high.
mean, he's probably off this
At
list.
number 85, we've got Oscar Robertson. I mean, he's fine.
The crazy part about here, and this to me, is Oscar's at 85 and Kobe White was at 90. Does that seem weird to you guys? Because that just seems
99 every
so
single
bad
spot.
to
Big
me.
O release. I mean,
Like,
Big O release isn't even that bad. Like,
It's not terrible.
Like, I've been even shooting around with Eric Gordon, who I'm pretty sure has it.
Big O
And
is a
I've been
lot
doing
better
fine.
than Kobe White. I'll say
It's not
that.
a good release,
It's not even
but it's
comparable.
not like in the horrendous tier.
It's a fine release. For a
Like,
point
you know
guard,
the type
I'd
of
like it
cards that
better,
are
but
absolutely.
or I'd like a better
like,
release
just,
on
or
him.
type
It's
release
fine.
that are unusable, and his release isn't unusable, but it's not good either. Even on very quick. Here's his drill moves. Yeah, he gets to go behind the back. He gets Pro 2, but I mean,
We
Oscar
needed an
Robertson,
Oscar
he's not-
earlier.
He doesn't get the
I
best
mean,
animations.
that's the big
He's
thing. We needed
okay.
to see him earlier.
Like, meh is the best way I can describe him. Like, terrible value. Don't ever go and
Definitely
get
is
this guy,
bad
trust me.
value. But if you like Big O, do your
but
thing, man.
He's fine. If you're a huge Milwaukee fan, a huge Sacramento fan, or a huge Big O fan, I'm not sure there are many guys that watch Big O play basketball that are still consistently playing 2K, but
Yeah,
if
I mean,
you are, then
yeah.
be my guest.
But there's still probably some Big O
then at number
fans,
84,
even if
we've
they didn't
got
watch him. Just
Another
like I love
invincible
Will.
player. They're not the worst Invincibles because
Oh,
obviously,
good lord.
as
Tim
I would
Duncan
say,
is
that
a...
Ball Allen Iverson is not on this list.
Good to see you did something right. Get
Allen
that
Iverson
bum
is
Allen
so
Iverson.
bad.
He is terrible.
I've only realized it now because the
terrible.
speed patch, they even updated the speed patch recently on next gen, and Iverson
I've-
cannot move.
I've
He cannot
said it
run.
since the
He
start that
literally
Allen
moves in
Iverson
slow motion. But Duncan,
stinks.
and Duncan 99 in every stack, good behind the back.
His release
I mean,
is just
he's
terrible.
got Tim Duncan base.
It's terrible.
Like,
The
what-
Tim Duncan base on normal is the Tim Duncan base
Give
on
me
very
one
quick.
reason to use Tim Duncan over Bol
Anybody.
or James Wiseman.
Anybody. You can't.
And do not. And I'm just talking about in terms of ranking. Do not say
listen.
because he's Tim Duncan, because that is the only excuse that you should ever. The only reason you should ever use this card is if you're
If you like Tim Duncan.
If not, just don't use him. Do not use.
No, let me tell you, that diamond Tim Duncan was a hooper.
Your team will not improve
That glitch Tim Duncan
by the
was a
addition
hooper.
of Tim Duncan, because there is nobody that has 800, that is less than 800k, or that is 800k MT and has a squad full of amethysts. Then at number 83, we got a little bit weird.
AM?
DeAndre Jordan.
Okay. Listen,
All the
when
Hall
he
of
came
Fame
out, I
artists,
liked
right
DeAndre
behind
Jordan.
the back. He's got Pro 2 side to side.
I like
Central
DeAndre
17,
Jordan.
which I actually really like on next
I
gen.
do
It's
not like
great
that
current gen.
release on current gen.
And you might
especially.
say, how is DeAndre Jordan lower than Duncan?
on
First of
next
all,
gen, he's better.
I think he's got a much better release.
Neither of them are
And
really usable on current gen.
The only reason DeAndre Jordan is not 30 spots higher is because if you get stuck in a post move, it's a guaranteed miss.
Yeah, but
That
post
is
moves.
the only reason.
Nobody's doing
DeAndre
anything
Jordan's
in the
not 30
post.
spots higher. He's like almost Wilt good. And because he got shifty dribble style on next gen, if you're playing him as a perimeter player, I mean, he's as good as Wilt. And I rate Wilt
that's
very,
fair.
very highly on next gen.
That's fair.
But DeAndre Jordan, man, he's insanely good. He is insanely good. And number 82, we got Gervin. We got
82?
George Gervin. George Gervin.
This
again,
is low,
95
man.
plus in everything that matters, and that's going to be a
It's
common
a
thing.
lot
with all
of it's
these cards,
preference, though.
Is that
I mean,
almost all these guys stats wise?
I don't think Gervin's bad.
So the only things that matter are player build, player model, height, and
I will say though, if you
Animations.
locked in for that pink diamond
Gallo
Gervin, I'm
base
sorry.
is really good.
I
Really
love
good,
it.
in my
I
opinion.
love that release.
Pro 3 behind the back, Pro 2 escape, decent length, and there's just something about Gervin. I've used him once.
I personally like Gervin, so I don't know.
He was just so mid. He was just so mid. He didn't feel great.
He's just a
He felt
shooter.
okay.
I like
For
Gervin
that
though.
reason, he's down here in 82.
You can honestly make a case Gervin's top
At number
50.
81,
I don't think
we got
so, but you
Luka.
can.
We got Quantum Luka.
People
/
still
Pink,
love
Pink
this.
Panther Luka.
Pink eye Luka Doncic, man.
The Luka.
You want to know what's crazy is I played better with the Pink Diamond Lonzo Ball than the Galaxy with Luka Doncic. I did it 250K, and I don't know how. I don't know why. That was
used in 250K.
Doesn't even make sense.
Was he
dude.
the
but
best?
Lonzo was my starting point
guard.
guard.
Man, he might. He's
But
up there with
to me.
Kawhi Leonard for the longevity award.
No, he's
I think
not.
the longevity award
no,
this year is going to go to like
it's Kawhi. It's not
maybe
even close.
Luka.
No, not Luka.
Ferry. I think Ferry's probably the most likely because I think Ferry's going to be using God squads in the even on people.
Ferry's a good one
even
too.
like in real end game, which is like mid-July onwards. I think the longevity award would probably go to Ferry, but I mean Luka Doncic and Kawhi Leonard both have good arguments to be in the conversation for the longevity award.
I mean, he's not wrong.
Or longevity award. But again, half showdown, half range extender, X and base on quick.
I will say I think Ben Simmons deserves some respect too, because we got that dark matter Ben a long time ago, and he is still arguably the best point guard in the game.
The fact that Luka came out free is unreal. For me, it is absolutely unreal.
Yeah, shout out to 2K for giving us a free Luka. That was incredible.
Completely free.
That was incredible.
So, then we have got, after Luka Doncic,
Luka's a lot better on next gen,
we have got
too. I want to say
Alexei Pokashevsky.
Next gen made. I'll be the first to say it. Next gen made.
Luka on current gen, no, is he better?
Current gen, Pokashevsky stinks.
Alexei
but on next gen, he is good.
Is tough, lads. He can flat out cook. And I sometimes forget how good this guy is, and then I come up against him, I'm like, yeah, that kind of makes sense.
On next gen, he is so good. Current gen do not use him.
They don't.
But neither do Bobo's.
This is where the player
Bobo's stats don't look
Plus,
that great
every
either.
key Hall of Fame badge. He's got a 7.
I don't even mind his release. I know a lot of people are like, well, he's got Scottie Pippen base.
Pro 2,
it's not bad.
Skinny player build. Dude moves different on next gen.
Next gen wise, he is so
like
good.
Bowl 2.0.
Probably not quite
as
good though.
He's the closest thing after Kristaps to Bobo.
But even Bobo moves so much different.
Are basically the same card. But after that,
Bobo
the
moves
next
different.
closest guy to them is this Pokashevsky guy. The fact you run the 3 of them at the same time, man. Like I was running the last like competitive Actually, no, I played a tournament where I didn't run Poku, but I was legitimately considering running Poku in an next gen tournament recently.
I think. I mean,
again, game 1
within the last
I basically
2 weeks,
for game
I've ran
3
Poku
because I didn't have the time. I didn't have the time to play it. My job was game 3 to try to get a rage quit as quickly as possible, and I was considering running Pokashevsky in my team just to try blitz somebody, but obviously it did not. At number 79, we've actually got, I think this is our only Amethyst on the list, and it's Boris Dia.
Funnily enough, I've ran up against this card so many times in limited this weekend.
Point guard or 2 guard?
It makes me sick.
He's good.
He is
you
good,
might
though.
say, oh, he's not George Gervin, but man, he plays point.
He's 100% not better than George Gervin. Okay, DBG. It's definitely budget baller biased, but he's good. He's not even comparable to George Gervin. Yes, you're exactly right.
I don't know what it is. I prefer Dio. Pro 3,
no
Pro
chance.
2, Gallo
No
base,
chance you
Gallo
prefer
upper
him.
as well, Gallo upper helps. Every key badge, at least on gold. It's just 6.
I like Boris Dio.
At least on gold.
That's the big thing. The fact that he's an amethyst and you don't have to apply badges is so big.
As in, like, they're not the greatest stats in the world, but they're high enough that he's not going to be exposed in any way. You can run this guy at the 2 at any level and have success. Except for maybe if you're playing for money, it's a bit different.
I don't know how comfortable I'd be with Boris Dio out there.
Opal tier and unlimited, you can run this guy and have success.
You can.
I'm telling you, he is.
But I don't know if he's as good as George Gervin.
He's absolutely.
I don't think he is.
Absolutely fantastic.
I don't think he is at all.
Boris Dio again.
But he's good. There's a reason you see him. Everybody running him as their amethyst
that he's good
in their
at
squad.
95 plus. Trust me, he's good. Then we got Rudy.
Rudy is solid. Now, I'll be the first to say it. I'm not a huge Rudy fan, but he is solid.
Plus spacing and everything. He's got a big player build. Problem is that he can't play the 2 guard. If he could play the 2, it'd be a little bit different. 95 speed, 95 acceleration.
Dude greens everything. I'm not green with him, but when I play against him, everybody greens everything.
He's really good.
Everybody greens everything.
He's got Pro 2 escape.
I wish I was better with this card.
Pro 8 moving crossover. It's great. I wish if Pro 8 was what Pro 8 was last year, this guy would be insane.
Last year, let's bring that dribble glitch back,
everyone's talking about the Curry slide, not realizing the Curry slide was in the game in 2K20. It's just we all had the dribble glitch, so no one did anything else.
Yeah, but I even think the Curry slide last year was more impactful. And the reason I think that, DBG, is because we had Yao, Boba. Like, there was no height restriction. So I'm pretty sure, I'm pretty sure Yao could curry slide last year, at least if I'm remembering right. I could be wrong about that. But I'm pretty sure Yao could curry slide last year. I'm pretty confident he could.
It's like when
I don't think they had a height
when the
restriction
explosive
on
behind
it.
the back is in the game. Nobody had anything except the behind the back. And then as soon as they patched it, people just dribble glitched. And no one even
It's just like right now, if they patched the burst, we would come up with something else.
Really good. Then number 77, we got one of my favorite wings in the game. We got Mikal Bridges. 6'7" with a 7.
Now, hear me out, DBG. I know what you're saying about Mikal Bridges. Do I think he's better than the Iceman, George Gervin? No, but he's good.
Give you a Kawhi type build.
He's good.
Basically,
he can do it all.
very
He's
quick
good.
to release. I really like great behind the back, great between the legs. He's got 94 3 ball, 94 speed, 98 lag points, 13 defensive badges. I mean, if you just need a cone, he's so much. In my opinion, he is a good bit ahead of like a Klay Thompson. I think it's not. Even,
I don't disagree. I don't like
it's
Klay,
a debate, but
I don't
think
like
the
Klay,
debate
so I don't
is
disagree.
Quite comfortably won by Mikal Bridges in the Mikal Bridges versus Klay Thompson debate. But yeah, that is.
So that's 77.
That is one of the
almost
things
1/4 through this.
those
Okay,
cards
now
that,
things
again,
are going to start
some
to get
people are not
interesting.
gonna be as
Now
high
things
on him as I am,
are going to get
but
interesting.
for me,
So you got Mikal. So
I'm
now everybody's
I'm
compared
super,
to
super
Mikal
high on
Bridges.
Mikal Bridges. He's one of my favorite cards in the game. He's one of my favorite cards to use in this
DBG
game.
always loves him. Mikal's a
I'm a
hooper in
massive,
real
massive
life
fan.
too, man.
And
Don't sleep.
I will consistently win games running this guy, and he'll consistently be one of my best players because teams kind of sleep on him. Then number 76, we got point guard / power forward Draymond Green. I mean, he's Draymond Green.
I feel like
fantastic defender. He can dribble well. He's also got a decent release. He's a cone.
I just feel like for me and Draymond Green, my big thing is it's Draymond Green. So it's like early on in the game, right, the diamond car was incredible, but now it's just like, what's he doing for me?
He's a cone.
What is he doing for me?
Cone.
Yes, he's getting great shots,
defensively, he's one of the best defensive primary ball defenders in the game on either
Draymond's
end.
always one of those cards that end game wise, he's just not it.
Power forward, but if I was to pair him with a, like, I don't know, even a Dwayne Wade, the two of Van Aerdale, he can be like the muscle and defense. And I always say that, like, if you want to run like a Luka, if you want to run a Van Aerdale, if you want to run one of those 3-hunting point guards, you always need like.
I just think you need height.
If you're running them at the 1, you need a cone at the 2, someone that can just beat up the other team's point guard. Or if you're running those guys at the 2, you can get a cone at the 1, like this Draymond, or if you're on next gen on.
But it's like, why would you buy Draymond when you can get Josh Smith on current gen? It doesn't make sense.
Don't think he's great as a power forward though. Then number 75, we've got a little bit of a controversial one, but it's Pink Diamond Anthony Davis, the Gladiator one. 6'10", 7'5" wingspan.
I don't mind this one at all, DBG.
He's 253
I like A
pounds.
Disney. I do.
He's a little bit too heavy to do any of.
But on current gen, that doesn't matter. I would say AD's release is so tough.
I don't find him to be bad at all. I think he's a just all around good shooter.
AD's a good player all the way
release,
around.
Just his normal release.
Now, is he as good as the Dark Matter? No, not even.
Outside of the Showtime badge.
Don't say he's comparable to the Dark Matter.
I think he is very, very comparable to.
Don't say to the Dark Matter. Don't do it. Don't do it. Don't do it.
The Dark Matter?
No, he's not. But he's good.
And
he's very good.
Maybe I'm too high on this card, but
you're not too high on him. But he's not comparable to the Dark Matter.
He belongs in this spot. Then at number 74, we got Julius Irving, Dr. J. He's basically Rudy, except.
Okay, we got Dr. J, above 70. So this is gonna get intriguing because Dr. J is good, man. Dr. J is good.
Just animations. He's got the Pro 5 behind the back, which I really rate. It might be the best behind the back on current gen. Pro 5 and Pro 6 are probably the best this year. But the problem is on next gen it's horrendous. They just turned it into norm. They turned it into one of the basic behind the backs.
I don't know what they did with dribble.
The animation was still in the game, but they just changed what it does, and it's. I just don't get. I just don't get 2K sometimes.
That doesn't make any sense. But
yeah, this is one of those situations.
Next year is going to be so interesting when everybody's on next gen. It's just going to be so interesting.
Then we've got Invincible Harden, and I remember one stage I was higher on. I was actually higher on Oscar Robertson than Harden, but I'm now a little bit higher on Harden. Again, they're very, very.
It's just all preference. They're basically the same cards.
Yeah, every single shooter.
They're literally the same cards outside of release-wise. They're just a little bit different.
Because his release isn't the greatest, and he's a little bit undersized. Pro to escape. If you can green him with his release, he's going to be fantastic. If you like James Harden, he's going to be fantastic. So, yeah.
James Harden got it. The Bucks got James Harden up out of there. I'm not even gonna lie, they got him out of there, man. They got James Harden out of there.
Gerald Wilkins and number 7.
Shout out, James Harden was playing with a grade 2, strain. That's tough.
G2.
That's tough, man.
So Gerald Wilkins is quite similar to, say,
You got half blinders again. He's a card on current gen. Give me Trevor Ariza. I mean, if you're on current gen, just give me Trevor Ariza.
Got every key badge on Hall of Fame.
If you're on next gen, because the blinders,
all of
it's
these
fine.
cards do. He's got half blinders as well. A bunch of defensive badges. He's got a really elite wingspan of 6'6".
Like if you're on next gen, this card can forever play.
Absolutely chick
He's
on next
fine.
Gen. Pro 3 behind the back.
Base 70 is
Again,
chicken on
he
next gen.
One of those guys that, for me, is super, super underrated. I never got him. Unfortunately, I tried. I think I got whoever the other guy was. I got like 3 times Larry Keenan. I think.
That
got Larry
dude was
Keenan
a
3 times,
scrub.
and I
Larry
never got
Keenan.
Gerald Wilkins.
He was not.
So
good.
I was not too happy about that one. But was Larry Keenan triple threat online? I can't remember. Whatever the other
Larry was offline.
Bailey Hell's triple threat online. I got Keenan 3 times. Never got Wilkins, and I really wanted Wilkins and didn't want Keenan. So yeah, that's not a great one. Then we have got DeMarcus Cousins.
Boogie's okay.
Point guard / small forward.
And I don't like DeMarcus Cousins, but objectively he's okay.
He's kind of slept on. He's awful on next gen. What's the heads up? Do not use this guy on next
gen. I mean,
gen.
Dude's got 70 base badges. I mean, objectively on current gen, he should be better than he is.
95
I don't know what it is about Boogie. I just am not a big fan.
95 speed, 95 acceleration, 92 lateral. Yeah, perfect stats. He's got the Pro 2 escape. He's too heavy to
Maybe it's set shot 8 that I don't like. I don't know. I don't know what it is.
He's got a good enough behind the back of Pro 1. And overall, just a really nice card. Again, he's a 6'10" point guard.
He definitely is good, especially on current gen. Definitely a top 10 point guard in the game.
He's 6'10" on all his cards. I could have swore he was 6'11".
I thought he's been 6'10" all year.
That's mad, isn't it? Like, everyone's reasoning for why Kevin Durant is 7 foot is because he's at least the same height, if not taller than Boogie. But yeah, Boogie's apparently only 6'10". It's interesting. Then we have got number 70. Just for his defense, we got Kareem.
Kareem should be higher.
I don't rate him that highly, but
Kareem still should be higher. Defense, so he is so chicken. He is so chicken. I don't care about the hot spots.
At this stage,
what?
Shooting wise, he's weak.
Chill on Kareem. Kareem will really give you 50.
If you are playing this game competitively,
he's so tough.
I would understand if you have Kareem very high. I would understand if you have Kareem as one of your top 3 or 4 centers, but if you're not playing,
he's got a good release, DBG.
Can't really dribble the ball. Can't really shoot it too well.
He can burst.
Capable shooter, but he's not a great shooter.
Nah, I don't like the Kareem disrespect right now.
I had at number 2 or 3 a couple of months ago.
I don't like. I mean, I get it. He came out 3 months ago, but this dude is still incredible.
At number 69, this is a I have 2 really controversial ones coming up, and this is gonna be one of the controversial ones.
Don't make me mad.
Just hear me out.
Don't make me mad.
In the Draymond Green role,
don't make me mad.
We have got Chandler Parsons.
Get him off my screen. Get him off. No. Get him off my screen, DBG. No. The answer to this is no.
His height does not mean
off
his
my
height
screen.
Doesn't matter. It means his height doesn't matter as much.
Off my
means
screen.
That it's not. He's not gonna feel like a 6'10" point guard. He's still gonna feel like a 6'9", 6'8" point guard. And in my opinion, he plays that Larry Bird role better than Draymond. That cone point guard role.
Chandler Parsons off my screen, DBG.
Better than Chandler Parsons. So like if you have,
I mean,
if you're running Ben
who is running Chandler Parsons
like that, and you just need cones surrounding him.
Chandler Parsons. I don't care. This guy could be an invincible card. I'll never run Chandler Parsons.
Or you're rim running with Ball at the 2. A Chandler Parsons the 1 to lock up the other team, as well as just shoot it. He's really good, and I like that release. Some people hate it. It's apparently bad on current gen. I am a big fan of that release. And like, if you don't like the release, that is perfectly fine. Like, not everyone.
DBG.
Not everyone is
with
going to
all
like
due respect,
releases, but for me,
you disrespected Kareem by putting this bum ahead of him.
A quite decent release. I just realized we've been 30 minutes in here, and we are on number 69, so we got to speed it up. 68. This is going to be one of the last controversial ones, and it's Robert Reed.
This one's
Robert Reed.
I'm okay with this one.
Oh, he's only a diamond. How is he better?
I would say I do not like the Kevin Durant release on very quick. I on current gen it's hard to green.
It's like better base 29.
It's hard to green on current gen.
KD on very quick with the best upper in the game. He's also got 80 on 3-ball, which is fine because he gets boosted up by everything. Half range, half climb.
He's okay. I mean, he's not. He's okay. I wouldn't have had him this high, but he's okay.
92 lateral.
He's better than that bum Chandler Parsons.
He feels like a cone type T-Mac. He's a cone with a bit more. Do I prefer him to Mikal Bridges? Yeah, I do. I'm gonna put it out there right now. I've had more success with Robert Reed than Mikal Bridges.
I don't know if I'd go.
Very quick on current gen is better than Mikal Bridges.
I will say it's hard to green on current gen. It's hard to green.
But Robert Reed is going in here at 68. This is probably the last really controversial.
All right, now my feet are kicked up, and there's no more controversial.
You might argue are a bit controversial, but I mean, he's the only card you can argue isn't like basically perfect from here on out. We got Tatum.
Tatum's good, man.
Tatum is perfect.
This card is good.
Just slash your dribble style.
Current gen, that doesn't matter. His release is incredible. I like this card a lot. I do.
There's the only real difference.
If you like Jason Tatum, you don't have to grind the cards. Just get the Dark Matter one.
Top Showtime is very important on current gen, so yeah.
When he first came out, early May, he was good.
66, we have got the level 40 reward Vince Carter.
I mean, what does he give you over the Iceman? I mean, that's my question. What does Vince Carter do better than George Gervin?
He's not bad. 47 hops.
I can't answer that question.
Pink diamonds now.
Give me George Gervin over Vince. I'm sorry.
I'm not high on the Vince Carter release. It's not bad, but I'm not that high on it.
It's mid. It is definitely
behind
mid.
The back, Pro 2 Escape. Really good card. Again, I don't wish I got him, but if I did get him, I wouldn't be annoyed. I would.
100%. I would be annoyed.
Like, he's someone that I don't really regret not getting, but if I did get him, I wouldn't regret it either. But yeah, Vince is going in here on number 66. At number 65 is, again, you guys might find this controversial, but I don't. Obi Toppin. Obi Toppin, Pink Diamond. I really like base 75, Pro 2 Escape. Look at these stats, like 90.
Look at the stats, DBG. Let's look at them. 93 ball, that's fine. 91 speed acceleration, 88 lateral quickness, 89 interior, 87 perimeter, 80 steal. I mean, if we want to look at the stats, they're pretty mid. Okay, I'm not hating on Obi Toppin, but I'm just saying they're pretty mid. I mean, I'm not saying that this is a bad place for him.
Everything read amount is 80 something plus, 86.
He's
plus,
fine.
Everything basically on defense.
I think this is a good spot for him.
Badges except for Clamps, the most overrated badge in the game.
It is 100%.
Because Clamps is one of the most important badges in the game, but it is diminishing returns. The gap between no Clamps and bronze Clamps is smaller than the gap between bronze Clamps and half Clamps. So him having gold Clamps really doesn't matter. Yeah, I wouldn't put him guarding the point guard for your team, but
Obi's fine. I won't run him. But if you like let's say a Penny Hardaway, you're gonna like Obi Toppin.
Obi Toppin in here at number 65. At number 64, we got fake James Worthy and Danny Granger.
I thought he was finna put Grant Hill right there, and I was gonna get mad.
He's fake James Worthy. He's worthy. Like pro Tony Parker base, pro 3 behind the back, base 29.
Why did they nerf the base 29 release? Like, can they give Danny Granger his release back?
He's got 90 driving dunk. 90.
Did you guys realize how high I would be on this card if he had his old release?
Basically perfect stats. Perfect stats and badges. Problem is the guy cannot play at the small forward position.
That's what I'm saying, and that's a problem.
Except he can't play small forward. He can't play at his best position. So for that reason, he's going.
This doesn't make sense. 2K.
Number 64.
Just makes no sense.
It just shows how great these cards are. Then we got Penny Hardaway. He's Obi Toppin, except he can play point guard.
Huh?
Simple as. Any dribble's better. He's got a better player build movement wise. He's Obi Toppin, except he can play.
I wouldn't have Penny Hardaway this time.
He's Obi Toppin, but he's slightly better. Even though Toppin should be better in terms of like.
I think I'll take Obi.
He is a slightly better Obi Toppin.
Stat wise, he is absolutely. I mean, a lot of people love Penny Hardaway too.
Obi Toppin can play point guard. That's the only reason Obi Toppin is this high.
I've just never been that high on Penny Hardaway throughout this year, so I'm not good with him. So it's hard for me to hype him up. I tried him on my no money spend account. I'm just not good with Penny Hardaway.
You've got Larry Bird, point guard. We've got point guard Larry Bird.
I mean, I guess. So I do not like this card at all on current gen. I don't.
I think Larry point guard is... He's that Chandler Parsons / Draymond Green role, but I think he's the best at that role. He just if you just put him there to hit shots and play defense, he's unbelievable.
I mean, on next
He's
gen,
a
probably.
cone, but he's a
Current gen,
different type
I
of
don't
cone.
like the card. I don't love
You
his
see,
release.
most people run with their point guards. They run everything through their point guards. And then they will have a cone at the 2/3/4.
But see, for me, I wouldn't even say I really have cones. My cones create for me. Kawhi creates. KD creates. And if you watch me, you know that AK creates. You know what I'm talking about.
The problem is that there are so many unbelievable cones at 2, 3, and 4. If somebody want to run their offense through a small forward, a power forward, you got to have an elite cone, a point guard. There are not that many of them. Larry's the best of them. Again, call a cone a cone.
I mean,
you got to put him here.
But on current gen, he's not even going to shoot the ball as good as Ben
62,
Simmons.
I think it's
so
fine
it's just 62 is fine. I'm not going to argue. I'll pick my argument. This is just all next gen stuff. Tyreek Evans should not even be on. He wouldn't even be on my list.
Can
honestly.
make hard 100%.
He wouldn't even be on my list.
On next gen. Don't use him for your current gen again. Half steady, half range extender.
Like,
Kobe Base is one of the best releases in the game on next gen. Pro 3 behind back. Pro 2 escapes.
I just don't know about Tyreek Evans, man. I
He's
just don't.
also
I don't know
got
about this
97
card.
speed, 97 acceleration, great lateral, dunks on everybody. He's a great card. Superb length.
I'm not a
Use
fan
him
of
at the 1
Tyreek
or
Evans.
2, it does not matter.
Manu Ginobili better be coming up. He better not be super high.
Use him as a 300. It doesn't matter. He's great at all of them. He's in here at number 61. At number 60, this might be a bit low for this guy. Kevin Durant 2 guard.
What? At 60? You guys realize I literally play in tournaments on Xbox still with this card?
You might, like, I think maybe I got KD a little bit low. But a 95 dunk, 97 3 ball.
This is literally basically an invincible KD. If you gave him Hall of Fame Showtime, which 30% of them up have that badge.
He's only a KD release on Quick.
That's better on current gen than very quick.
KD release on Quick is not great on next gen, by the way.
It's better on
I think on current gen he's a little bit. I think on current gen he's probably 20 spots too low. On next gen he's probably a few spots too high. But Kevin Durant 2 guard, I know a lot of people still run him in their best teams. I think that's a comfort factor as much as anything.
I just maybe.
Really good card. Again, you could argue this guy's top 30 card in the game. But I have him here at 60 on my list, and it's just, you'll see, basically, everything is preference from here on out. There are near perfect.
We'll see who you have up here. I saw Chandler Parsons in one of these last two, so we're comparing Chandler Parsons. Now listen, Mickey Mouse Kevin Durant in real life, I'm not a you. Yeah, I'm just saying in the game he's incredible. It's a weird one
that I have Kevin Durant down here right now, and I actually have Kawhi Leonard Opal ahead of him, even though I would have always said Kevin Durant was probably better than Kawhi Leonard Opal.
He is by a little.
But it's just next gen. Kawhi Opal's that bit better. He is that bit better.
It's next gen. It's all next gen. That's why I do this video, because it's just next gen. Next gen and current.
Ascension Reward. 6'10", 7 wingspan, only an 85 3 ball. Brook Lopez releases 5.
I think he's a lot better on next gen.
To escape. He can curry as well. If you are on next gen. He's only a gold range extender.
He's a lot better on
defensive badge Hall of Fame.
He's fine though.
Every perfect defense. That's unbelievable dunking and fantastic.
If you get Horse, as far as it's crazy that the Ascension Reward this season was better than our Unlimited Reward. It just doesn't make sense. But
it's a preference thing, and I do apologize, Ty. I don't really like that Kevin Durant card. I know you're going crazy. The more I use him, the more I prefer a lot of other guys.
On next gen, I'm okay with it. But you got just like,
I'm gonna put him.
You know he can hoop on current gen.
A little bit lower, and the fact that he's 6'10", it does help. But
he's a hooper.
I know as these videos do tend to go, the reaction video for Ty, for you guys that are listening to it on his reaction, Ty will pick one specific player that he disagrees with and then argue every single player against that one player. And that's fine. I just don't like KD that much.
Chandler Parsons.
Let's end it there. The more I've only started to use him a lot recently because, well, one, he became more affordable, so I got him on my own account. He's great, but I mean, I'm putting him a little bit lower. Then at number 58, we got Grant Hill. Grant Hill, great rim runner. Only problem is, like, perfect.
What's the problem? His release? I love Grant Hill too, so this is making me mad as well. I mean, we're comparing Chandler Parsons to Grant Hill, basically.
Badges. Problem is, it's base 1. Base 1's not a great release. Perfect defense.
He's a top 50 card.
Great.
You can't sit here and argue that Grant Hill is not a top 50 card.
Really good.
And remember, this video was recorded before the newest content.
Then at number 57.
Who are your top 57? You comparing Grant Hill to Tyreek Evans, like
who I assume is Wendell Carter Jr.
Okay.
Because I just have Carter.
That's okay. I like Wendell, so that's fine.
Yeah, I have to assume.
That's probably right. This is probably a good spot for him. Maybe he's a little low,
Jr., 92 speed, 92 acceleration. Like, he's ridiculous. Some of these high-rated season reward cards are class.
They are.
6'10", 7'3" wingspan. Gallo base, which is fantastic. Pro 3 behind the back, shifty. You can argue him over AD. You honestly could argue him over Dark Matter AD. I think more people are comfortable with Dark Matter AD's release, so I have him a little bit higher. But
that's true.
And you can make that argument. You can argue.
You absolutely can argue. Wendell and AD are like.
Carter Jr. is
his preference, and most people are going to prefer AD just because.
Then at number 56. Not 56. Again, this might be a controversial, but for me, it's not. It's Denny.
He's better than Grant Hill. So he's better than Grant Hill, right? With a 93 3 ball. He's got an 85 driving dunk. The defense I see is 75 block, and he's better than Grant Hill. He's better than Grant Hill. Those rebounding stats are abysmal. Come on, DBG. Come on, DBG. Come on, DBG.
85 driving dunk.
Come on, man.
Once you get above 85, you need it at 85, but it's like ball handle, but being 86.
What, driving dunk? No. No, the higher the driving dunk, the better.
Anything above 85 is just good, is better, but I mean 85 is kind of 85 plus is like the cutoff for it being a good dunker.
I'm sorry, this card is not better than.
Base three.
He is not better than Grant Hill. I'm sorry. I'm sorry. It's not even close. It's not even close.
He is way better on current gen than next gen, by the way.
And even with him being that good on current gen, he's still not better than Grant Hill.
He's 6'9", point guard / 2 guy with Cedric Maxwell release, who can curry on next gen and can dunk quite well. We'll have showtime.
He's an 85.
And can shoot from anywhere. Denny Avdia, I think, has earned his spot. On the list. And I do think base 3 is a little better than KD base. Again, if you guys want, if you're bringing up that point, I would slide.
I'm bringing up Grant Hill, honestly.
Denny over.
I was disrespected with KD, and now I'm disrespected with Grant Hill.
Basically, put anyone anywhere. Then at number 55, we got Lamar Odom. He's okay.
I don't hate Lamar Odom at all.
Like, what am I talking about? He's really good.
I just don't think Denny should be as high as him or Grant Hill. I just don't. And I love Grant Hill. I like Lamar Odom.
I mean, stats-wise, a lot of people would put him quite a bit above a Denny Avdia. But for me, I mean, there's not that much of a difference. There's really not.
There is.
Small forward might be his best position, honestly.
It might be.
Use him as a cone. Use him as a cone.
But look, I just feel like as far as from like a competitive mindset or even like the best team mindset, Lamar is so much more usable than Denny.
He doesn't burst like a lot of other players burst, and I mean, he's, in my opinion, best to be used as a cone. Whether that be a point guard, if you're running ball handlers.
I'm absolutely fine with that argument too.
I would definitely not run your offense through Lamar Odom, and he's definitely, I mean, he's not that expensive for what he is, but he's also not cheap. At number 54, controversial, I know, Joe Caldwell. Joe Caldwell, he's like a slight downgrade on the Van Aerdales and Wayne Wade.
What are we talking about right here? Joe Caldwell, you want to compare him at point guard? Is he better than Grant Hill? You want to compare him at shooting guard? Is he better than K. Disney? Listen. No, I'm not even listening. Joe Caldwell, he's got a good release, but come on, DBG. He's got 47 base stats.
We have got Chicken Man McAdoo.
Oh, he did include Bob McAdoo. My word! Forget me being mad. You got my man's Bob McAdoo. I'm getting excited, man.
Base 5, and if you don't know what base 5 is, it's Clyde Drexler.
I'm excited now.
It's Clyde Drexler. I'm very quick.
People be sleeping on my man's Bob, but he's good.
He's basically like, imagine Horace Grant.
He's so good.
They gave him base 5.
Bob is so good, man.
The Brook Lopez base. So that's why I have Bob McAdoo in here.
Bob is so good.
At number 52, we've got the giant Ralph Sampson.
Ew.
If they gave him quick or shifty, I mean, if he can curry and side to side spam. If they even gave him fundamental dribble style, I would have him in my top 20 cards in this game. He is the fastest player not named MosBallin next gen because he got 88 speed and he's 7'4".
On current gen, this card is unusable.
But again, it doesn't
matter. On current gen.
But still, I really wish he had even fundamental dribble style because you can get burst out of that. Only an 85 3 ball, pretty moderate. Like, it's not the worst release in the world.
Don't use him on current gen. I'll be the first to say
quick,
that.
But he does come with half range. Basically 99 plus in every stat. Great on defense. And they bumped his wingspan from 7'2 to 7'7. So that's not even as much of a problem anymore. 7'4" center that can shoot.
I mean, Ralph, if you're on next gen, he's
like
fine.
Moves at super speed. I mean, I can't not.
Definitely not worth the lock-in.
Not put him near the top 50. And number 51, just outside my top 50, is my GOAT. It's my GOAT, Dean Wade. 98 offense, 99 defense overall. Just hear me out. Hear me out on this one. Small. Let's just say small forward. You need a cone.
First of all, my question is Robert Covington not on this list?
Dean Wade has got 94 lateral, 88 steal, 90 perimeter defense, tendencies wise, like 95 plus in everything. He's fine for that.
Look,
he's got 11 Hall of Fame defensive badges. So he's gonna be fine on defense. He's got half range, 94 3 ball, 95 driving, 91 speed, which is good enough. And the big thing for me, again, he's got the Pro 3 behind our Pro 2 escape, shifty dribble style. That's not, if you didn't look at the overall, you'd say this card is perfect. And my favorite thing, Chicken Man with base 5. I'm very
Look, I, with all due respect to Dean Wade, where's Rocco? We're not gonna go through this whole list. We're not gonna go through this whole list and not put Robert Covington on here, right? DBG,
my favorite
right?
In the game. For me, Dean Wade is
like,
the
right?
51st best player, one of the best cones in the game.
We're not taking Draza
maybe
Petrovic
he's
over
10
Rocco,
spots too
right?
high because he's Dean Wade. But man, in my opinion, if you don't have Dean Wade in your top 100, you're just
That's what I'm saying about Robert Covington.
Current gen player, or you've never used Dean Wade. You do not know the power.
I don't
base
love
5 off the
base 5 on next gen is a lot.
You will
better.
not miss.
Current gen
will not miss
just
that release.
It's not that good.
Then at number 50, one spot higher is Kawhi Leonard Opal.
And I love Kawhi Leonard's Opal card. I absolutely love this card.
Kawhi Leonard defensive stance and defensive animations, and he just doesn't miss. It's Ray Allen quick.
He's better than Dean Wade.
Ray Allen base, half range. He's all the key badges.
Covington really is not going to be on this list. I'm so stunned.
I mean,
I'm stunned.
But it's the Kawhi Leonard. Even though he's not slash dribble style, it's just the Kawhi Leonard defense. Like when we're talking about cones, he's still perfect to use as a cone. He's still a perfect cone, but he's got everything you need for a cone.
We really left Rocco off the list.
If you still
he should have been right with Pokachevsky.
Like again, potentially the winner of the longevity award. Fantastic player.
I feel so bad for Kawhi, man. I just wanted to see him hoop it all throughout the playoffs.
We have got Anthony Davis, Dark Matter. He's like Wendell Carter Jr. with a different release.
He's so good.
And some slightly better
like
stats,
stat-wise, he is so good.
And a better wingspan.
I do like Wendell, though.
That's the best thing I can say about it. Then we have got number 48. We've got Bailey Howe. I realize we're 50 minutes into this and we're only halfway through this list.
No way we're putting Bailey Howe over
But the good thing is that the higher up we go on this list, it all becomes a case of 99 every stat. Let's talk about their badges.
Bailey Howe is not better than A. Disney. He's just not.
Every single
objectively, he's just not.
Hall of Fame.
I don't rate Bailey Howe that high, though.
I'm very quick. One thing I will say is that Trey Burke, I'm very quick, and Trey Burke, I'm quick, feel the exact same on both gens. Whether it's Bailey Howe or whether it's Tracy McGrady /
I don't rate Bailey Howe this high.
It feels very, very similar. But again, they all have the same release. Absolute chicken man. Again, a little bit small to run at the power forward. You can run him a small forward, fine. Really, really good card in my opinion.
Who 48?
At number 47, we got Worthy.
47.
We have got Danny Green.
When this card first came out, I was excited, but I just don't know about him anymore.
At small forward.
I just don't know about James Worthy anymore.
I mean,
just don't know.
Simply put, that's what it is. He's got a better
Curry
position instead of
a lot of if you get his release down, you won't miss with him. I struggle to find that timing.
Not good on next gen, but on current gen, he's a beast. He's one of the best on current gen.
He's fine.
96 speed, 96 acceleration.
I'll still take Galaxy Opal KD over him. I will.
99 lateral quickness.
I'll still take Galaxy Opal KD.
Base 22, which is really good on. It's a decent on next gen, great on current gen. Pro 3 binder.
Don't know what it is about Jimmy. Maybe it's his wingspan.
So I don't rate him highly, but I'm gonna put Jimmy high because again, I see a lot of.
He's a complete card, and that's fine.
Number 45, we have got TJ Warren. Again, more of a next-gen made card. I know some people swear by this guy. I don't know what it is with me. I love the Rocco release. I hate
You love Rocco, so where's he at? I mean, where's he at?
Warren every time I've used him. But, I mean, he should be good. I'm putting him here based on how good these stats are, but there's just something about him.
TJ Warren should be better than he is.
I just can't use him. I've gotten rid of him for Robert Reed. I got rid of Robert Reed and then I replaced.
I was
Robert
gonna
Reed
get TJ Ward and then I didn't end up getting him. But I mean, stat wise, badge wise, the fact that he's a free card is incredible.
There's something about this card. I don't necessarily regret grinding for him, but man, he's not played as well as expected. Then number 44, we have got Will Chamberlain.
Okay.
Will Chamberlain, he's like slightly better, slightly upgraded Ralph Sampson, I guess.
I like Will. Here's what I'll say.
Better at everything else.
I can't wait till we get a new Will. I mean, it's been over 2 months for Will. It's been over 3 months for my man's Kareem, and we haven't seen a Hakeem, a good Hakeem all year. So where are these centers at, 2K? That's what I'm wondering.
Shaq and Wilt and Shaq.
Shaq on current gen. I swore by this card.
It's preference.
Literally swore by that card on current gen for the longest time.
Wilt's skinnier with a longer wingspan. Wilt moves a little bit faster.
Wilt's probably better on next gen. Shaq on current gen is better.
Fast with the ball. It's preference. It is preference. Will
Big Aristotle.
Number 42. We got Shai Gilgeous-Alexander.
Good, man.
6'6" point guard. I'm pretty sure he's 6'5" in his other cards. And he actually grew an inch to 6'6", which helps.
Shai is good. That's all I can say.
91, which is a really, really good release. Devin Vassell release.
If you know anything about Devin Vassell, just let me tell you. That release is so chicken.
Both gens does not matter. He's going to move really well. He's an absolute elite defensive player with elite defensive badges.
He's so expensive.
He is a quality
so expensive because he's so rare.
He's one of the best in the game. Then at number 41, we got Mini Bill Russell and Christian Wood. Ray Allen base. I'm
not as high on Christian Wood as a lot of people are. He is chicken.
Yeah, you got to put handles for days on him.
Defensively, he's just okay.
Key defensive badges, got all the key offensive badges, key shooting badges.
He's just fine. I don't know what you guys want me to say. I should like Christian Wood more than I do. He's just fine.
Really great card. Mini Bill Russell.
Who we got?
At number 40, we got point guard Wes Unseld. He's like a step up of a Tyreek Evans, but a tad bit better.
A lot of people are running Wes Unseld too. I haven't ran the card.
Tyreek. 94 3 95.
But a lot of people run him, and I think he's even better on current gen. No, Wes Unseld is so good.
Absolutely.
Again, I think he's better on current gen. He's only 6'7", though.
Slightly better player build, Tyreek Evans, but it's a close one. It is a close one.
I might start running Wes Unseld.
This list is that close.
But it's just hard because point guard, shooting guards, there's just so many good ones.
Then
and I'm so comfortable with KD.
39, I got Magic Johnson enshrined.
Okay.
Magic release is what keeps him low. He can actually run on current gen. And it's like he can run on next gen. Pro 2 size.
His release isn't the worst.
Pro 3 behind the back, man. If Deep Hasher is still a thing, Magic Johnson with that
he would be the best
quality. His release is better this year than it was last year, but still pretty bad. It's still Magic Johnson. And then
it's just what keeps him.
Actually have Magic Johnson. You're not gonna notice the difference.
I don't like the one spot higher because he does get a lot of badges and improved stats. But I get what DBG is saying.
Notice the difference. They got the exact same.
I get what he's saying.
Very quick.
Invincible Magic is a decent amount better than the other Magic, but neither of them are top 20 cards in the game.
We got Tony Kukoc.
No way, DBG. No way.
The Chicago
There's just
Bulls,
no way.
One of the levels.
There's just no way.
Season 6 reward cards.
Current gen, this
Ray
card
Allen
stinks.
base. He moves that a little bit better, and he can play small forward better, which is better than a Christian Wood being able to play center.
I do not like this card.
People like Christian Wood at center. I rate him very, very highly, especially on
I do not like Tony at all here.
Good shooter.
I don't know what it is.
Shooter, might I add.
But ever since his cards came out, he just has not lived up to the hype. I would not rate him this highly.
37. Number 36.
He'll be above 50 for me.
Another Ray Allen based player. Ray Allen.
Next gen specific.
You're next gen, one of the best 300.
If you're on current gen, do not run him. I'm just going to say that.
Very quick.
Current gen,
Pro
do not
2
run
escape.
him.
He's got the Pro 1 behind the back. He's also got half blinders.
Next gen, he's so tough, though. He is. I mean, objectively.
95 driving dunk. Every key.
This is the card that I said. I mean, why would you even think about running Pistol Pete when you got Ray Allen?
And the whole thing is that he's just not good on current gen at all. So we got to put him down here. But he's potentially top 15 if we're talking next gen. He's really, really good. At number 35, we got LeBron.
Which one?
Fan favorites card. You can't play this guy unless you're running with a primary ball handler.
And here's my thing.
One of the problems with LeBron is that you've got to. It's a lot better and easier now, but basically, if you got to turn your point guard into a cone to use this LeBron effectively.
You do, and the hard part is when LeBron's down court, you have to bring him up to inbound the ball.
And
now,
right
now, DBG is recording this video. The Invincible Bron isn't out with the new base. Now, obviously, if you go back and look, well, LeBron's base isn't comparable to his new base. But Bron is still good.
LeBron, you probably want
he is still good. He's not comparable to the new Bron, but he's still good.
Parsons or a Draymond or something.
Especially defensively.
Actually, screw it. You can run a
defensively. That's where LeBron's gonna make his difference. Anyways,
point guard. What am I talking about? But he's gonna have to dominate the ball. Otherwise, he's worthless. If LeBron's not dominating the ball for you, he's not going to do much. But again, near perfect.
That's so
stats,
true.
Near perfect.
You do not want
balance.
to ever use
The
Bron
only
as
thing is
a
that
cone.
he has to
You can use the
dominate
new
ball,
Bron as a
power
cone,
forward, small
the
forward.
invincible one.
Because otherwise he's standing in the corner and he can't shoot corner threes. But he's not bad. He's not bad at all. He's really actually he's above invincible magic. Of course, he's great.
Right. Look, that Bron's good. I mean,
number 34,
especially defensively.
Yeah, the cheesiest player in the game. We got Manu Bol.
Did Manu not make his list? 'Cause I don't think I've seen Manu Ginobili, which is fine. I mean, that's fine.
I mean, the guy if you're on current gen, you can speed glitch. He just speed glitches past everybody. If you're on next gen, he just literally runs past everybody. He's with the ball.
My thing is, it's like nobody's. It's just hard. It's just hard if you run Manu Bol because.
The game.
I mean, if you look at his stats, it's not terrible.
Call it 183 speed. He will outrun everybody.
On current gen, he's better on next gen than current gen. I'll say that. He's way better on next gen. Terrible drill moves,
but I really wish he had the normal 2 escape or the normal 2 size up. Because if he had the normal 2 size up, it's game over. It's the best card in the game. The normal 2 size up is better than the Pro 2 size up, which is the normal side to side we all use. He has an okay side to side. It's better than like any of the other Pro ones. Fundamental dribble style, which is the next best after. We didn't even know fundamental dribble style was because so few cards have had it.
Honestly, this is all next gen stuff, and shout out to DBG for knowing all this because you know
no one knew about fundamental dribble style.
For current gen players, it does not matter.
It's the 3rd best. You got a bit of a speed boost off it. On set shot 19 is one of the better set shots.
Release is good. His release is good. I will say that.
He is absolutely quality, lads. Then at number 33, you might be kind of surprised that I still got this guy here on my list. DeMar DeRozan. I got DeMar DeRozan here at number 30.
I like him on the list. I'd have him in the 40s or 50s probably, but I get what DBG is saying.
You're wondering like why is he so high?
He's green.
I mean, he's got basically perfect stats.
He's better. He should be higher than Bailey Howell.
Yeah, Trey Burke release isn't quite.
Absolutely should be higher than Bailey Howell.
Quick isn't quite Trey Burke release. I'm very quick, but I mean, it's not like it's a bad release at all. So, by not bad release, one of the best in the game. But on current gen, barely knows.
The crazy thing is he came out 2.5 months ago. That's wild to me that he's still a top 35 card to DBG.
We got Siakam.
See,
we got.
Okay, we still got Jonathan Isaac to come. Pascal Siakam's right. This is where he belongs.
Siakam, again, base 70.
Where he belongs.
Great shooter. Can curry slide on both gens.
Some people swear by Siakam. Some people swear by him.
Not quite Siakam last year.
That's what I'm saying. I don't think he's quite as good as he was last year. Siakam is good, though.
Fantastic.
He definitely is good.
That's a weird one. I should just put DeRozan one spot behind this guy. We got Tracy McGrady.
Okay, that's fine.
We got Tracy McGrady out here.
Between Tracy and DeRozan, it's all preference.
97 lateral, 99 driving dunk, half showtime. Basically, he's basically half blinders.
Right, he's got half blinders.
DeMar DeRozan. So I think
and that's the thing I don't like. I can't stand steady and
number
Steady's a killer, man.
1, I think.
Steady's a killer. I don't care what you say on current gen. Steady hurts.
Number 31.
Obviously, next gen helps. Though.
Now at number 30, we got Josh Smith.
I like it. I like Josh Smith. Put some respect on his name.
30.
I just saw Josh Jackson pop up. Like, all those types of cards are good cards.
6'9",
so, like,
2 guard.
If you don't see your favorite card, it's just tough because there's so many good players.
Basically, just better Obi Toppin. Better Obi Toppin. He's so good at that position.
I'm not in love with Josh Smith's release, but other than that, the dude's incredible.
John Wall release. Currying means more on next gen than current gen.
It doesn't matter on
because
current
you can't like Curry slide doesn't do much on current gen, but the side to side spam into what Curry does is quite an OP move on next gen. But John Wall release, in my opinion, is one of the best releases in the game. He's got perfect defensive stats.
The side to side into a Curry, it is a kill. I'm not gonna lie to you.
Fantastic.
It is a kill.
Number 29.
Top 30 now.
Card is Dwayne Wade.
Okay. Some people get swear by Dwayne Wade. I would never run this card because he's a small guard, but release-wise is incredible.
He doesn't have half blinders, which I think sets him... Well, it doesn't set him a little bit back. It means you can use him on current gen.
Current gen means even more.
For me, I've used Wade, and for me, I have Tom Van Ardale ahead of Dwayne Wade.
I'm not going to argue that. It's fine.
He's an inch taller, and I don't know what it is. I honestly don't know what it is. Maybe it's the Klay Thompson upper, but I prefer Tom Van Ardale to Wade.
It is the upper. D-Wade's upper is not good.
They both have basically
I do not like
stats,
D-Wade's
basically
upper.
perfect badges, and they both have the exact same release base. For me, I think he's a little like Tom Van is a little bit better.
That's fine.
If you want to say Dwayne Wade, I'm not going to.
I've been playing triple threat, and I haven't gotten either of the Van Arsdales.
And then we got Richard at 28.
They got to be back to back.
The only reason I have
it depends
Richard
if you're current gen or next gen
is that I believe that because Richard is the next gen player with half blinders. Right. Like Richard and Tom are basically the same card, except for the fact that one has half blinders and one doesn't. And Richard has got 98 versus Tom having Wade base.
It's
and
preference.
I get it. Wade base is better on current gen than 98 is on next. The difference is though is that 3 hunting is more OP on next gen, and I do think if you play Richard Van Arsdale alongside like a Giannis, like he can be so good.
I 100% get what he's saying. They just got as long as they're all within one, that's fine.
Shooting every shot with
Richard. As long as they're all by one another.
The best of that archetype. But if you basically just need someone to guard your team's point guard. Actually, I don't even know why I say Giannis on next gen because Giannis is too slow to guard a lot of people on next gen because of his height. Like I would say, if someone's around like a Simmons, you know, Giannis. Is probably,
Ben Simmons is still so tough. I love Giannis though.
It's when you get to like 7-1, they start to really slow down without the ball. But like the Simmons, Giannis, to an extent LeBron, but I don't rate him that high. Like Batum, there are so many absolutely elite players that people are on the one, and then they do everything.
Oh, yeah, I'm still gonna have to see Nick Batum. We still haven't gotten to him yet.
He dominates games. He can dominate games in the right
hands. On current gen, Nick Batum stinks. He would be maybe 50 or 60 or 70 to me.
6. We have got Moses Malone, aka Jared Allen.
Wow.
He's at 91 speed. He's 6'11". It's gonna feel like he's 98. He's only got goal range extended in 80.
I would say I saw Jared Allen ran in a competitive game the other day.
Fine.
I wouldn't run it, but I did see somebody run him in a comp game the other day. So.
Inside the side
if you want to run Jared Allen, go ahead and do your thing. I think his best position is power forward.
He's got a better player build than Moses Malone, the same release as Moses Malone, and like near perfect stats. So
that's fine. Jared Allen's solid.
A very similar player to Moses Malone.
Plus he got a fro.
And at 25, this one might be a bit controversial, but it's this. It's not this Giannis. It's this Giannis.
I'm fine with this.
Again, he's only got goal range.
No, I'm fine with this.
He's still Giannis though. He still gets all the good Giannis.
This Giannis is incredible.
Giannis on quick is better than Giannis. Is way better than Giannis on very quick on current gen.
It is absolutely.
On next gen, Giannis on very quick is better, but I know Giannis on quick's one of the best released on current gen.
On current gen, here's what I'll say. Here's why I think that if we get an invincible Giannis that can play the 4. On very quick in the catch and shoot, it is easy to green, but off the dribble, it's nearly impossible.
The normal 2 behind the back,
nearly
impossible. Really good, and he's got the normal 1 size, which is not bad either. I don't know why I thought it said he normal 2 size, but he got normal 2 behind the back, which is better than anyone except for Pro 3.
This Giannis is incredible.
Again, all the key badges, gold range. I rate him very, very highly.
That's where he belongs.
He's the 25th best player in the game. Number 25, we get Jonathan Isaac.
Okay, I like this.
Again,
put some respect on Jonathan Isaac's name. People be sleeping on him. He's good. He is very good.
Great player build. Great defense.
I think he's even better on next gen than current gen, but he's fine on current gen.
Has every single key Hall of Fame badge. Again, you're starting to see it. Like tall players really are going to dominate.
They always have and always will.
I think Wade and Wall are the only players under 6'5" that made the top 100. Then at number 23, we got Paul George, one of the elite cones of the game.
I'm not a huge Paul George fan, but this is where he belongs. He's good. I mean, when you talk about 3D guys like this, it's all preference.
Paul George release.
It really is. I just do not like that release. It's just that simple.
He can simultaneously be a cone and a
PG. Keep hooping in the playoffs too, man. The
gap between him, in my opinion, and a Clay is huge in terms of like his ability to attack the basket, which he does really, really well. And obviously being 6'9" does help. Although there is, funny thing is on current gen, or on next gen, there is a cutoff point. Like I'm gonna say 6'11" is a cutoff point where it's like Thon doesn't play good defense. If you go, like
Thon's incredible though, DBG. Thon is incredible. Trust me.
Even if you give like these taller players 99 speed, 99 lateral, they can't run without the ball. It's the weirdest thing ever.
But Thon is still
Paul
a
George,
goat, man.
6'9", you're still kind of in the normal height range. Then we have got.
Is Thon up next?
22. Now this is especially for next gen. Might be a bit lower on current gen. This Ben Simmons. This Ben Simmons is pushing top 10 if we're talking next gen. He's basically the same.
DBG, man. And guys, here's where the next gen bias kicks in. This Ben Simmons doesn't even make the top 100 on current gen. You can debate me, you can hate me, you can argue me all you want. With no hot spots He doesn't. He does not make my top
card,
100.
except he's got gold.
Give me Robert Covington over him
half
every day of the
lower
week.
3-point rating.
He doesn't. He doesn't make my top.
And when I say that,
he doesn't.
I mean it.
I disagree.
They are basically the same card.
Yeah, besides a +3 ball in the hot spots, like that makes a difference.
One better
DBG.
in the post and a little bit worse 3-point shooting and a better rebounder.
+9 is a lot without hot spots. DBG.
He's got more total
on
stats.
current gen. You're not
and
running
yes,
this
he
card.
doesn't have hot zone, so that's why I'm saying more so next gen. But like,
current
still,
gen, you're not running the card.
If you can green, you can get away with it. I think everyone's kind of chicken out with Ben Simmons.
Not without hot spots with the 85
for
free
me,
ball.
he's my go-to player. He is my go-to player.
I don't agree with this one, but again, this
gen.
is next gen, so I get it. But I don't agree with this
one of those cone point guards around him. You run like a Larry or something, you can have a ton of success. I personally have been running with. I haven't run with Larry. I haven't run with Larry beside him, and I've been having an absolute ton of success. He's been my best player, and he's just great. Then at number 21, we got an Opal, and it's Kobe Bryant's Gladiator card.
I know DBG is so high on this card, but I'm not.
Very quick.
I'm not that high on this really. On this
Pro
Kobe
2
Bryant.
escape, Pro 3 behind the back. You're not going to notice any difference between this Kobe and the Invincible Kobe.
I'm not that high on this Kobe, guys. This Kobe might be around 40 for me.
You're barely going to notice a difference.
I'm not that high on him.
At number 20, we got Go Batum.
Another next gen card.
And again,
current gen, he's not good.
Anyone saying, oh, he's a pink diamond, he shouldn't be this high. If you just made him primary point guard, he's a dark matter. Do you not realize that? The only reason he's a 96 is because height and certain stats affect centers a lot, which is why he's a primary center.
But still, on current gen, he's just... the release isn't nearly as good on current gen, I don't think. He has blinders. He's just...
the fact he's only got 88
he's just not it on current gen.
85
I'm sorry.
Post looking, 85 post moves. And 80 standing dunk. Like, they are stats that make you worse as a center. Not stats that make you worse a point guard. You flip these positions, he's a 99 overall. He's got base 40, which I think is one of the best releases in the game, especially on next gen. Perfect dribble animation.
He's fine. I do not like the card on current gen. I'll say that. I do not like current gen. He'd be a bottom 60 card.
This guy is probably top. I have him at 15. I'll say I'm at 20. If I was making a next gen tier list, he would be pushing top 10. He really will be pushing top 10.
What's he gonna say for current gen?
But I mean, I think it's best to leave him kind of in the 20s. I think I might even put him a little bit high overall because he is probably not in the top 35 players on.
Not even close. Not even close.
I mean, it's hard to rank between both gens. He's definitely... I would put him... I would put him like Obi Toppin level on current gen, but I mean, he's one of the best cards in the game on next gen.
That's fair.
And there is I definitely have next gen bias because I just play next gen.
Right. I have current gen. It's fine.
But yeah, then at number 19, we got Thon. And it's a different one because Thon's not very good on next gen.
Thon is so elite. He is so elite on current gen. Like,
which is a great release.
He might be my favorite guy to run at small forward on current gen in the game, and that includes the new Invincible LeBron that we just saw. I love Thon Maker. I love this card with all my heart. He's so elite. Thon is so elite, man.
That is the easiest way to describe him. We're an hour and 6 minutes in, and we still have got 18 players to go. And then we have got two-guard Jonathan Isaac. Yijian Lian.
Okay, he put him this high.
Isaac, except he plays the shooting guard position. 91 lateral quickness. 7.
Again, I think he is better on I think he's better on next gen. He's fine on current gen, but I'm running Galaxy Opal Kevin Durant over E. So how am I going to sit here and vouch for him being top 20? It's hard when I got KD over him.
No, he can't carry slide on either gen. Really great. The king of the chair workout himself, Yijian Lian, is in here at number 18. At number 17, we got point guard LeBron. I mean, one of the most overrated players. LeBron
with that release, you say overrated?
In my opinion. In my opinion, on next gen, he's not as good as Batum.
Next gen, you're right.
In my opinion, there's...
I don't know. When I was playing a next gen tournament, I switched off between them.
I would personally play Josh Smith over him. I've never liked LeBron. I think LeBron James is the best player to ever pick up a basketball. But I've never liked LeBron in 2K. I have never liked LeBron.
I'll say this though, LeBron on current gen, even with that release, if you like Brown at point guard, his release is not bad at the point guard position. That's not the XM base.
He's great on defense.
Defensively, he's immaculate.
I think, man, it's a weird one because I've been talking up so many guys, and I've had to talk down on LeBron, even though he's looking for 16 card in the game. But I know that people expect him to be like number 1, and there are guys.
Now the new Invincible Brown might be. He might be 1.
Number 16. Speaking of guys I think are better. Guys, the only person really I think you could argue is better than him of all time.
Wilt Chamberlain?
MJ.
Anyways,
6'6",
that's a conversation for another day. Just know Will Chamberlain did his thing. But
Wingspan.
MJ, you're a hooper,
Definitely gets
man.
better defensive animations than LeBron. Better defense.
MJ, you're a
I think his
hooper.
release is better.
I think his best position
MJ,
is shooting guard.
quick. I'm not the highest in this card because I know some people would have him higher. He reminds me of, in my opinion, he's like worse Kawhi Leonard. But you can run him at the 1. You can run him
MJ's fine. If you love MJ, you can run
him.
him.
Here with a Jordan, it's
he's definitely not worth his price.
In quite a long time. Like, it's probably the best Jordan.
Bro, I remember when we used to have the limited cards and we got an MJ. Those were the days where there's only a certain amount of cards in the world. That was fire.
I'll say that's probably the best Jordan.
They need to bring that back. That was fire. Like, imagine if we got like a GOAT Giannis and it was limited to 34. That would be fire. That would be.
Comparisons like endgame cards at endgame. Because
not gonna lie.
We're using a Jordan endgame. I don't think anyone's going to be using this Jordan endgame, to be honest.
Like a power forward Giannis. That's what I'm waiting for.
It is what it is. At number 15, we have got Invincible Kobe. He's just, again, fantastic release.
Whether you prefer him or Michael Jordan, it's really all preference.
He's great. Not quite a defensive player, Jordan.
I like Jordan a little bit better than Kobe, but it's preference.
15. Now, this is another controversial one. I just realized I have this guy at number 13, or at number 14. And it all comes down to one thing. Can you shoot with him? Cliff Robinson. .6'10", 7-foot wingspan. Waiter's base with this weird looking upper.
First of all, Waiter's base stinks.
Pro 2, Pro 3, shifty. Stats perfect.
Stat-wise, he is incredible.
Yeah, you can say, oh, he's some low stats. Pass perception, draw foul, driving layup, vertical.
No, stat-wise, he's good. I'm not going to sit here and lie. I'm gonna hear DBG out on this
Basically,
one.
every Hall of Fame defensive badge. He's got range extender, every key badge except ankle breaker, and you want to throw bronze bailout on him, but that's 200 MP.
Ankle breaker is an important
in my
badge.
opinion, Cliff Robinson. And also, one thing that is not shown here, he gets the Kawhi Leonard defensive stance. You know it's the Kawhi Leonard defensive stance when they just start slapping the floor randomly. And
nah, Kawhi beats people up on D.
They just get these crazy bump animations.
Like, Kawhi beats
as well as that,
D
he
up.
appears to get the Dwayne Wade chase down animations. I have never seen a guy.
Listen, I've not played with Cliff Robinson, but what I would say is the Dion Waiters base is I'm not a fan of that.
The closest thing, in my opinion, to prime 2K20 Robert Covington. There is just
that
one
Rocco
question
beat people
when it comes
up.
to Cliff Robinson. And he's the best step back in the game. And if you know anything about next gen Circus 3s, you know that if you can time that step back, you can just abuse Circus 3s with this card. There's one.
So what I'm hearing is he's a lot better on next gen than current gen. Is
Can
what
you
I'm
get
hearing.
used to Waiter's base? If the answer is yes, this is a top 15 card in the game. If the answer is no, do not use this card. Because again, the whole thing is if you can't get used to players' release, no point ever using the card. But
and greening
can
on
get
next
used to this
gen
release,
is so important.
Trust me, you've
you
got
don't knock down
probably
many
the best
wives.
defensive player in the game, Cliff Robinson. Like when in my initial draft, I had him top 10. Like that's how highly I rated this. But you'll see who number 10 is and how I couldn't justify putting Cliff over him.
Top 10?
He's number 14. At number 13, again, you can see why I can't really justify it. We've got the best
Mount Mutombo.
This
dude Mutombo, bro. He beats people up.
7'2",
Let me tell you.
7'6"
Remember Joel Embiid
He's
was
got
not
shifty
out at the
dribble
time of this
stop,
recording,
Pro
so
4, skate, or Pro
nah.
4,
Dikembe's tough.
Pro 4, jump shot 4, base 4.
Dikembe, I always love this card. Always.
Man in the game is not even close. Player
not
base
even
huge.
close.
Man,
Animation
I
wise.
say the Warp Reality Shaq might have been better than this card. Dikembe is fantastic.
Nah, Dikembe
Problem
is so
is
tough.
he's way better on current gen than he is on next gen.
This is true also. This is true.
That's where some things have to come into account. And again, there are close ones like for example, Dikembe versus Kristaps.
I mean, his preference on current gen.
Dikembe's slightly better on current gen. Kristaps is way better on next gen. So I have Kristaps higher.
That's fine.
Just as a
even on current gen, his preference. I do prefer Dikembe though.
Kristaps is one spot higher. I think it's personal. Just
offensively, Kristaps is a lot better. Defensively, Dikembe's better. I mean, it's just that simple.
Again, near perfect stats and badges.
And again, next gen KP is going to be better.
Lopez, with Karl Malone upper. I would have thought they would have given him lower base Karl Malone because basically. Well, to be fair, this wasn't released yet last year. Karl Malone and Brook Lopez are basically the same. Karl Malone's just slightly better. But it's weird, like last year...
He thinks Karl Malone's better? I kind of think...
I don't know. I think Beasley base just now has Karl Malone base or Rudy base this year. Then we have got, at number 11, Tracy McGrady.
Invincible, that's fine. He's fine. Like, objectively, he's fine, but he's barely better than his other teammate. I mean, if
Except
they, I
obviously-
just wish they would not have given him steady shooter blinders. Like,
Makes him very quick.
give me a T-Mac without blinders, without steady shooter, so on current gen I can go
And
crazy. It's
Again,
just that
quick
simple.
dribble stop, Pro 3 behind the back. Great.
Like, there's
size
no
escape,
reason.
size escape. The
Just give
best,
me-
probably
I
the
don't
best,
need
or up
steady
there for
shooter,
those two guys
2K.
game on next
I don't
gen.
need it.
His defense is good. His shooting's good. He's just a great card. Current gen, not the greatest, but he's good on current. He's,
He's
great on
good.
current. Or
He's still good.
not top 5 on current gen, but he's still great. I have him at number 11.
Top
And
10
number
time.
10,
Top
these are
10
like-
time.
This is where it is purely
Top
preference.
10 time.
Purely preference. I got Luka Doncic.
Okay. What? Okay.
99 every stat. Dante X.
It just depends on what people want, dude. It just depends on what you
Not
want.
my favorite catch and shoot release in the game.
I have
It's-
more trouble guarding him than anybody else
One
in
of
the
my favorite
game.
catch and
If
shoot
people know how to
releases
use
on
him.
current gen. It's not my favorite on next gen. On next gen, it does not.
People that know how to
compare
use
baseline
Luka,
catch and
it
shoot.
just gives me
But
such a
again,
headache.
He's Luka. He's gonna be fantastic. And he's gonna be my 2 guy for the rest.
I'm
of the year
about to
too.
get him on
Get
my no money spend account too, so it's gonna be hooping.
And he could potentially play. If I'm playing with Cliff, I could potentially. It's a weird one. I don't know because I really like running Luke with the 2, but I'm gonna be starting Cliff Robinson on my team. I'm not sure what way.
Yeah, I think
I'm gonna
Luka's
run
honestly
things where
better
I'm
than
gonna have
2 for
Luka
me, but
with
a lot of
Batum with the
people
one
love
and Luke
Luka
at the 2, or
point
play
guard,
Luke
so.
at the 1, which is not his best.
And
position.
now that you can get Blake Griffin as well, it's a
And
W
then
all the way
run
around.
Cliff Robinson
Definitely,
at the
I'd
2.
encourage you guys to
Bench
try to get
having,
Luka.
Having Batum at the 1 and someone else at the 2. I don't know a way I'm gonna work things, but Luka Doncic, I mean, he's got to be somewhere. He's got to be somewhere in my best team. Top 10 card, no question. No question about it. 9. Invincible KD.
Now, hear me out. Hear me out. Galaxy Opal, Kevin Durant on current gen is 98% as good as his Kevin Durant. Now, the reason I say that is the Galaxy Opal Kevin Durant on current gen has a better release. It's easier to green on quick than very quick. Obviously, stat badge-wise, his Kevin Durant's going to be better.
99 off his 99.
But I'm just
defensive
saying,
overall.
like, I can't green
KD, I'm very
consistently
quick,
with
just
that
apparently not
very
very
quick.
great on
I
next
can't
gen.
green with that.
Pro 2 escape, Pro 3 behind the back.
It's just, it
99
might be a
every
me
stat,
thing, but I just
perfect
can't green with it.
badges. And like when it comes to these top 10 cards, I might as well just round them off because outside of two of them,
If
they
you
just
want,
got basically perfect stats.
if you want to say KD's the
Number
best
8,
card
yeah.
in the game, that's fine.
very don't know what it is.
Here's
Kawhi
my
Leonard
thing.
defensive stance.
With Danny Fair, here's my thing. It's just so tough for me on current gen at the small forward position. You got the new Invincible Bron. You got Danny Fair. You got Thon Maker. If you
He's
tell me
like-
start bench
imagine
cut, I don't know if
you
I'm
had,
benching Danny Fair, Thon Maker, or just not
what's his
playing
name? You have
LeBron.
Cliff
What am I
Robinson.
supposed to do?
Not quite as good a position, but imagine if you had Cliff
What am I
Robinson
supposed to
except you
do?
Base 98. That's basically it.
Danny Fair is
He's
definitely
maybe
good.
in my team till the end of the year. And you might say, oh, he only has 33 half badges. I mean, like, what half badges can you give this card that makes any difference? Really?
I mean, rebound
One half badges
chaser,
make any
ankle
difference to this guy.
breaker.
None.
I mean, there's some.
He's got perfect stats, perfect badges. I said it at the start of the year, and I stand by it. You could give LeBron James with his current animations every single stat 99, every Hall of Fame badge, and he would not be as good as Danny Fair.
2K heard you. And they gave us an
Danny Fair.
Invincible
I said
Bron,
this at the
baby.
Start of April when Danny Ferry came out.
Remember,
I
this
stand
was
by that
recorded
statement.
before that, but
Danny
now we
Ferry
got Bron
is still
with
one of the best
X
cards in
and
the game.
base.
Probably going to be my team till the end.
Now you
of
can't
the
really
year.
say that no more.
Danny Ferry.
Because Bron is definitely better than Ferry.
Number 7, we got. I just think he's slightly better.
No.
Luka.
Get
Stop
this
this.
dude
I
off
said
my
I
screen.
won't-
Anton Jameson's not a top 30 card in this game. On current gen. He's not. He's not a top 30 card in this. Okay, I'm about to guess. He's not a top 20 card in this game on current gen. I don't think he is. I don't like his player build on current gen. Yes, he's got a good release, but that's
Perfectly fine.
it.
If you want to make the argument, oh, Luke can play point guard, that's fine. But in my opinion, 8 of the top 30 cards.
Luke
or
is better than
15 of the
Anton
top
Jameson.
30 cards in the game
Anton's
can play
not a
point
top
guard,
10 player
so
in my opinion.
It's not like
I will never run this card. And it's not because I can't
It's
afford
not
it.
like you're playing-
Give me Thon Maker, give me Danny
you're matching
Ferry,
up against guys
give me
that are
the new
cheesier
Bron
than Giannis
all over
and AK
Anton.
and
I'm not a big fan.
other guys, and like LeBron and Batum. Like, you're not playing people that cheesy at small forward. You are at the point guard. And Jameson basically is the same thing as Luka, and he's just
Not a big
taller with
Jameson
longer
fan.
wingspan.
Not a big Jameson
So I
fan.
have him.
I'm not.
at
It's
number
just that
7.
simple.
Again, positions do not matter. There are demigods at every position. It does not matter that a small player cannot play point guard anymore. Unless it's center, there are demigods everywhere. Unless you're trying to put like a 6'6" player at center, you're fine. You can play a 6'6" guy power forward now because you're equally as likely
You can say that, right? But is
you'd be facing demigod.
Jameson defensively just is not it. I'm sorry. Anytime I see this dude on the court, I'm going at
Number
it.
6,
You know, he can't guard.
we have got a
He can't
controversial,
guard
but it's
nobody,
Simmons.
He's
It's
so
Simmons.
good. He is so elite.
Not only the player that I've had the most success with anytime I tried him on a point guard.
He so
kills
elite.
me. It's so I don't. It's
now the point guard position is so tough trying to rank though.
Ben
but
Simmons,
Ben Simmons is so elite.
This year.
And his release is incredible.
Probably
it is so incredible.
I know obviously 2K Labs will tell you differently, but I've never seen people green me as much as with green against me as much as with Simmons.
It's true.
So
Simmons' release is so chill.
His animations are better than almost.
So who we got left? We got Kawhi, right?
For me, I would take him. I would probably run him at the 1, but there are
unless Kawhi just came out Wednesday. I don't know.
Objectively better.
Nope, we had Kawhi. Yeah, he came out a week ago Wednesday. Got it.
The best 2-guard cone in the game. Kawhi Leonard defensive stance. Ray Allen base.
Kawhi's incredible. If you want to argue that Kawhi's not good, I want to know why.
So good.
This dude's incredible. He's only 6'7", but he's incredible.
As in, defensive stats and stuff matter. Defensive animations really matter.
Kawhi beats people up,
defensive stance, man, he's elite. I don't think he's quite the defender of a Cliff Robinson. Because I just think Cliff
on current gen, man, Kawhi's just tough.
Taller.
He's just tough, though.
At the same time, though,
he's
Kawhi is so much better in offense that it's not even a debate who's better. And number 4, we got Bill. Okay. We got the best rebounder in the game. Ray Allen base.
I'm fine with Bill up here for. I'm fine with
escape.
He's got everything, right? The big thing is the Ray Allen base.
In my opinion, the best rebounder of the game. 99 every stat.
I think he's a lot better at power forward than center.
Bill
but Bill is incredible.
I said it when he came out that he would be a top 10 player until the end of the game.
I'm glad I grinded for Bill. I'm glad.
At number 3, you guys are going to kill me. And I have realized that I forgot James Wiseman on this list. James Wiseman's probably going. You know what? I'd probably have James Wiseman like 15, to be honest.
I wouldn't. On current gen, I don't like him that much.
I'd probably have him around 15, but I forgot about Wiseman.
Oh, Bobo, he's incredible. This dude's incredible. It doesn't matter the gen.
And still to this day, whenever I need a score, I give the ball to Bobo. It does not matter who I have on my team.
Absolutely. This dude's incredible.
I got my Bill Russells. I've used Minute.
Bobo is better on. He's
the
best.
I'm on. If I'm doing a squad builder,
7-7 wins, gen. This dude's incredible.
If I need a score with anybody, I'm giving it to Bobo. I'm pro 3ing into a speed boost on current gen. I'm just running by them and dunking on them on next gen. Bobo is still the guy in my opinion.
Dude's incredible.
Just give the ball.
Can y'all think about what we're gonna get a new Bobo eventually? I mean, that Bobo we've had for 2 months. So just wait till we get a new Bobo, guys.
Yeah, stats wise, yeah, he's fine. He's not great, but for me, Bobo's
he just moves different.
He's the closest.
Who we got left? Giannis and who else
this year to like a Hito Turkoglu?
Was AK out at the time? I think we got Giannis and AK left.
A god tier player without god tier stats that you just don't know why he's as good as he is. And it's just like Bobo should not be better than Porzingis. Porzingis is has better stats and the exact.
But he moves different.
Bobo's is so much better.
He just moves different.
Now the big 2.
Giannis and AK, right? Is who it should be. That's who we got left, I think.
You guys know who this is. There are 2 guys that play a similar role. There are 2 guys that both play point guard / 2 guard. Hence why Luka's so low because. Well,
who does he got up? I like AK at the 2. If that's who it is, I like AK at the 2 though. I will say that. I like Giannis at my 1.
Number 2. Giannis.
I don't mind it. He's my starting point guard, but I don't mind it.
As soon as Giannis came out, everyone had a chance to get half range. So I'm not even going to hold the range extender against him. But Giannis is number 2, 88 3 ball, 97, like 99 every
Giannis' release on very quick.
Apparently has
it's hard to green off the dribble. Off the catch, it's fine, but off the dribble, it's nearly impossible.
Quality, and he's light enough to Curry slide. Giannis dunks on everybody. Giannis' defense. I said that he was the best player to run the point guard for defense. He's not.
Go get your ring, Giannis. Hey, you beat the Nets. Now go get your ring, big bro.
And
you been hooping.
Man, Giannis is Giannis at the end of the day. He's just Giannis. And at number 1,
AK. Yeah, I knew it. That top 2. AK came out June 11th. Yep. That's my top 2.
Imagine
I might
gave Danny Ferry.
And AK would be my number 1 too. Even with all the newer content, AK is still the best part in the game.
I probably wouldn't run AK a point guard. He was probably a 2 guard. But
he's better at the shooting guard.
Imagine that.
He's the best card in the game, in my opinion.
Ferry all the best stats. That's basically what you've done.
His player build's ridiculous.
Basically what AK is.
I don't know. AK is just different for me.
Will be. I'm not sure how you can make a better point guard than AK.
Shooting. I'm just going to say shooting guard as it is because that's where I play him.
I'm not sure how.
But yeah, how are you ever going to give us a better shooting guard unless you give us like a Bobo with base 98?
In the middle of July, AK is still the best player in the game. Yes, obviously, Invincible Yao Ming, Invincible Kareem are going to be better than AK.
Invincible.
Like, let's just
Yao and
put that
Kareem.
out there.
Bro, imagine if Kareem can run to 4 and Yao can run to...
Outside of that,
Oh my
I don't know how easy it's going to be to make a card better than
It's not going to be easy.
In this
Unless
game.
you just start
Perfect
handing out
card.
base 98.
God tier
But
player,
this
and
dude he's elite.
Again,
and he's
I know
not that
positions
overly
do not matter
expensive.
anymore. Point guard, 2 guard, you're equally likely to face a demigod in all 4 positions. So height at any specific position. Like, if you're 6'6" a point guard, you're basically as screwed as if you're 6'6" a power forward nowadays.
I mean, that's
But,
true.
I mean, AK is... He's God tier, lads. He's absolutely God tier.
He definitely is solid.
Number 1 in my opinion.
I agree with him being number 1.
So anyway,
I
that's the
definitely
video.
do.
That was long.
No.
I've been speaking for an hour and 20 minutes. If you got...
That was a long video. Now, what I will say is if you didn't see a player, you know, like, there's so many different players that could have been on here. Covington, Josh Jackson, all those types of players. I mean, it's only 100, so you can't really fault DBG if he missed out on your favorite card. But when he got to the top, I would say, and aside from the next-gen bias, it was an overall solid tier list. I'd like to see Grant Hill higher. Would have liked to see K Disney higher. But it is what it is. Those are kind of my two that I'm like, huh? But it is what it is, guys. For me, Grant Hill is better between both gens than Nicholas Batum. Let me know that down below in the comments if you guys agree with that or not. Drop a like on the video, subscribe if you are new, and as always, man, I love you guys. Have a blessed day.